solutions that we need. But please, go ahead on specifics.
When's the anticipated completion date for this project?
Yeah, I'm gonna let these guys.
Yeah, so we anticipate right now in early 2027, so we're hoping to move into the building sometime in March of 2027, and then there'll be a completion period to do all the landscaping a little bit later, but hope to be in early 2027.
And then you say southern Minnesota, but how many counties will this?
So that kind of grows over, and if you just think of the southern, really third of the state, but it'll kind of curl up around the left side of the flank up into western, up against South Dakota. It will serve quite a few counties across all of that. And, what we target when we look at the services we provide here are those most utilized most often. So DMA, or digital multimedia evidence, DNA, firearms evidence, drug chemistry, as Sheriff referenced here, those really high throughput that there's a lot of demand for those services, they'll be offered here in Mankato. And if there's anything specialized, then it still can go up to St. Paul, but they can drop it off here and we take care of the transportation.
What's the training look like? Is that things that are going to kind of build off of a criminal justice degree at MSU, or is it going to be its own?
Well, both. As the governor noted, this really represents an opportunity to partner with Minnesota State Mankato, having a number of programs there and a great, state university that we have. So we'll look for areas that we can work together there, and we already have. But we also provide training for our law enforcement professionals through the BCA. We train anywhere from 6,000 to 9,000 students a year statewide in various aspects of leadership development, crime scene examination, you name it, a broad array of law enforcement topics. And this will have a training room that will accommodate up to 60 students where we'll offer those programs so that they don't have to travel across the state to attend those. So hopefully the ones that were most utilized most often will be down here at this location.
I another follow-up. How many agents are you guys going to be having in this building? Are you guys going to be moving agents from Rochester? Can I talk a little bit about that?
No, so excellent question. Really what this represents is our headquarters location was designed for 366 people. There's probably 540 people in that building. So we have a unique opportunity to really get this building up and operating very quickly when we have turnover in those locations. But what it brings is not the services we've normally had in this location, but we'll bring other specialized, for example, financial crimes that we typically do out of our headquarters location right now. Will be there, additional predatory crimes agents that'll be down here. The mix right now is anticipated to be either 60-40, vice versa, either way between scientists and agents. So about 20, 25 agents in this location and about the same for our scientists. So as the governor noted, about 50, good working jobs that are professionals that are dedicated to that work and really stay in those jobs for a long time.
How long has it taken to get to this point?
Yeah, so thank you for that question, and thank you again. I just want to reiterate, there's a number of legislators here today that supported us through that process, and as you probably have seen, the bonding process in Minnesota takes a lot of time, and so we've been working on this for 5+ years at this point in time. We're able to get it passed in the last legislative session through all the great work and building of the case and really understanding the critical need, not only now, but into the future for these services in southern Minnesota. So it took us about 5 years to get to this day, a little bit longer.
I would just say it's a testament to the voices of your local legislators, and they work very well down here, as I think many of you know, in a bipartisan manner. And when in bonding, you have to be bipartisan, but when they can bring that together with a unified voice, make the case that this benefits not just their districts, but the entire state, that's how you get these types of projects done. So it's a testament. I go back, I think Drew said that, and it's one of the things I said. I grew up in this community. It's not by design that both Drew and I are from Mankato, and that's why this is here. But I will say what we both learned here is the collaborative nature of how things are done, whether it's between the schools and law enforcement or all kinds of different ways of collaborating together, makes it easier to get these things done. And these legislators bring that same attitude.
Any other on topic? Otherwise, we can do a couple off.
Pretty happy with the Vikings. That was a nice win yesterday. Tell us between that and the Gophers that it's a whole different week. So thank you all. Let's break some ground. Oh yeah, if you've got one. Sure.
Okay, so for off topic, so I know that Speaker DeMuth just entered the governor's race. What are your thoughts on her entering?
Glad she's running. I always appreciate anybody who's willing to put themselves out there, and I think they'll work that out on the other side, and we'll see who comes out next August.
And do you have any thoughts on the impacts to Minnesotans from the federal shutdown at the moment?
Yeah, I did just receive word. I believe that the contingency funds that I spoke about a week ago that are at USDA, President Trump has noted today he's going to release those. I think it's to the term of about 5.3 billion. The cost is about 9 billion a month for the SNAP program. We're not certain how those will come out yet, but I think that will be it. On all the other impacts, it's incredibly disruptive. We're seeing the folks, whether it's from air traffic controllers or folks at the VA, and we've got folks working without pay right now. So I would just encourage folks, this is working on being the longest shutdown in history. Pretty simple to get back together, and the biggest thing is keeping in place the things that were legislated through, especially around the ACA. My concern now is you saw last week that the rates came out for folks in insurance. Those are going to go up if those enhanced subsidies from the ACA go away. So we're tracking on a lot of fronts. That right now is it. But I think this is good news today on the contingency funds being released. And of course, I saw this at Minnesotans in general, just great generosity helping folks out where they're in a kind of a tough spot right now. Thank you all. Grateful. Good to see you, Senator. I heard it went great last night. I should have just given it to you. I was going to say maybe Nick wants this one. Good. Yeah, yeah. Good. Some of the candidates were great. I got this.